Tenerife Time Traveller visits Icod de los Vinos, the town that produces wine the way others brew mild regret. Human beings, bless their woolly socks, have an almost pathological need to name things after whatever they're most terrified of or impressed by. Dragons, for instance. Enter Icod de los Vinos, a town that took one look at a perfectly pleasant slope in northern Tenerife and decided, yes, this is where we should grow wine and worship an ancient plant that looks like a giant green umbrella which lost a fight with a very angry hairdresser. The Tenerife Time Traveller, accompanied by his non-verbal autistic son Danny, who communicates primarily in enthusiastic pointing and the occasional gravitational orbit around a lamppost, arrived here in 2026 with the solemn duty of investigation. The star of the show is El Drago Milenario, the so-called 1,000-year-old dragon tree. Official estimates now put it at a more modest 800-ish years, but locals still call it millennial because rounding up makes the postcard sell better. It stands there in Parque del Drago like a giant green octopus that's been told it has excellent posture. Its trunk is a knobbly, scaly monstrosity that oozes red sap when cut, dragon's blood they call it, which is way more awesome than slightly embarrassed succulent juice. The Wanches, Tenerife's original inhabitants, apparently revered the thing. One can only imagine the poor Neolithic chap who first stumbled upon it and said, "Behold, a tree that bleeds when you stab it." Yes, Neolithic people spoke like a poor Mick Jagger impersonator. Quick, let's make it a national monument and never mention the part where it's basically a very old asparagus on steroids. Icod itself is built on the gentle art of not falling over. Cobbled streets tumble downhill with all the reckless abandonment of a drunk reveller on roller skates, lined with Canarian balconies so intricately carved they look like the houses are wearing extremely fancy lace underwear. And the name, De Los Vinos, is no idle boast. This town produces wine the way others brew mild regret. Malvasía grapes thrive here in soil so volcanic it still remembers when the island was just a bad-tempered pimple on the Atlantic's backside. Down in the cool darkness lurk bodegas and the staggering Cueva del Viento, a lava tube so long it makes you wonder if the earth burped and forgot to say excuse me. Inside, 109 species of creepy cave dwellers scuttle about in eternal night, living their best lives while tourists pay good money to shuffle through in hard hats and mild existential dread. But the Drago remains king. People queue for hours just to stare at it, take selfies, and quietly wonder if it's judging them. And it probably is. After 8 centuries of watching humans invent tourism, Catholicism, and those terrible Hawaiian shirts, the tree has earned the right to a certain leafy contempt. The Time Traveller and Danny stood before it for a long while. Danny gave it a nod, then immediately sat on the floor looking mildly betrayed by the whole experience. And in that moment, surrounded by dragon blood, wine caves, and a plant older than most European countries, one realised the quiet truth of Icod de los Vinos. Some places don't need to try too hard. They just grow something ridiculous, pour you a glass of something excellent, and let the absurdity do the rest. Next stop, wherever and whenever the road tilts next. Now it's time to return to my writing retreat in the La Orotava Hills in the year 2084. I am marooned in a stone cottage where heavy Atlantic clouds roll inland, colliding aggressively with the volcano, and absolutely refuse to budge. It creates an atmosphere so profoundly damp and reflective that my paper has taken on the texture of wet felt, and I have absolutely no intention of actually writing anything until the sun comes back. There are no distraction-inducing coffee shops here, only a stubborn Wi-Fi signal that requires a literal alignment of the planets to fetch my emails. I sit by a rustic wooden window, staring into the mist, and plan my next expedition. Or maybe I'll just become at one with the hammock.
Precious like bread to the mouths it fed, soft as a rose petal of red. You are to me my sanctuary. I thank the sun for all she's done, clearing the rain until there was none. With you I am keen to find the dream. And you don't care what people have to say, you wanna be with me anyway. When my Spanish sun lights up the way, I warm to her glow throughout the day. Then I'm not afraid.
Hey, Danny.